Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Two for One Special Podcast. My name is Ron. I got my boy LJ with me and the OG dad himself, man. Y'all go ahead and talk to the listeners, man.
So what's
What
up?
up?
All right, man. Now, welcome back. Now, welcome back. Now, on today's episode, we got a sad one because I don't know about dad, but I know LJ in particular loved this game studio. And for what I've been reading,
No.
uh oh, what
I
happened?
like I like their games. I never liked the
You don't
studio.
like the studio?
I've never liked the studio.
Okay, well, my
Mm,
my bad. But in particular, we're gonna talk about Ubisoft maybe shutting down in 2023. We don't know. We don't know. But from what the readings and from the meetings and the reports and all that stuff come out, every year they do. Y'all know they do
Yeah.
the little reports. They've been bad, but we're gonna dive deep into it later on in the podcast. But for right now, y'all already know, man. We got the sports, man. Dad, go ahead and talk to these folks, man. What's going on, man?
Hope everybody's doing all right. First of all, um, now, as far as sports is going, NFL playoffs are here right now.
Yes, sir.
Um, Yesterday, the Chiefs beat the can't remember they beat the Jaguars.
Can't
Beat the
even
Jaguars.
remember.
Jaguars were irrelevant. They won the last game because the Chargers the week before because the Chargers aren't due the Chargers and they gave up a 27-point lead, I believe.
You right? 27.
It was ridiculous because as I was watching it, I saw a halftime. I was like, "Oh no!" The Chargers took the foot off the gas, and it's like, and you can slowly see them coming back. It was crazy.
All right.
And also today, as of right now, the Eagles beat the Giants in a blowout. Which, by the
Mm.
way, I wanted them just to tie forever, so neither one can move on. It's both of y'all don't deserve it, but that wasn't going to happen. I'm an NFC East guy.
He
Okay,
being
Oh,
petty
okay.
right now.
oh, I'm petty. Um, and the Bengals smacked the Bills today. Sorry,
I
the
about to
Bengals
say the
smacked them.
Broncos been out.
I mean,
Yeah, the
we
Broncos been
saw
out.
that coming. We already know it's gonna be another Joe versus Kansas
Mahomes.
Mahomes. Yeah, we
Yeah.
already know that.
So here's the thing. Um, the Bengals were already better than the Bills,
Right.
and like if the Damar Hamlin didn't think the thing didn't happen when we had a heart attack on the field, the Bengals were probably going to win that game going away.
I think so. Cause was they winning before he
It's
had?
because yeah, they were winning, and when
Okay.
they drove, they were driving easily.
Right.
So, but it happened. So, in all fairness to everything, like we don't know, we wouldn't know. But the Bengals had more of a chip on their shoulder than the Bills did because they were already selling tickets in Atlanta for a neutral site game between the Chiefs and the Bills already selling tickets for that. And the Bengals like, yo, we still here. What are y'all talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So, matter of fact, after the win, Joe Burrow said, get your refunds for anybody who bought those tickets.
I'd be petty.
So,
I'd be same way like him. I'm like, yep. I'd be the same way.
I applaud pettiness.
Right.
But other than that, NBA still going on, but there's nothing really big that we'll talk about the NBA right now because it's still NBA doesn't pick up till after All Star break,
You right.
and
You
then
ain't
once
lying. Yeah.
after All Star break we go there, and UFC signed another 5-star recruit, and I'm out.
LJ, what you got anything you want to put on with sports?
Not really. I mean, if he wants to talk about recruiting classes, last time I checked, Auburn had the number 2 transfer recruiting
Mm.
class in
Let's
the country.
let's be real, LJ. Let's be
And
real.
then they're slowly getting to the top 10 in just recruiting class, period. So,
Let's be real.
Slowly.
LJ, we not gonna do nothing next year. Let's be real.
oh no, I think you're wrong about that.
We'll see. But
No,
who
because
who
at
our head?
least
Hold on.
I,
Who our head coach?
Hugh Freeze, he did really well when he was at Ole Miss.
I mean, we might do some.
But the real thing is he done got a whole bunch of like 4-star defensive backs, a whole bunch of like top tier defensive people to come, and like that defense should be one of the top defenses in the SEC at least, as long
It
as
won't. It won't.
wow.
Hear me out. It's not shade. It needs 2 years.
They but that's why they got all them transfer folks.
No, see, you can't just plug in college. It's not as easy to plug and play and have a great defense the next year. In the pros, you could do that, but like in college, it's there's a learning curve, more or less.
I don't know. I give you 2 years only because it's a new coach.
Yeah, that's
I'll
what I'm
be
saying.
like that, but we'll see because a lot of those people do know Hugh Freeze and the defensive coordinator he got is, from what everybody has said, is pretty good. So
They'll
it
show
just
flashes. They'll show flashes like they're going to be a good defense moving forward and stuff like that. But they need 2 years to be like a really good and dominant defense of getting not only getting the system in, but getting the right recruits in. It's not just getting the best recruits. You got to get the right recruits for your system.
no.
So
None of the recruits are like 5 stars. All these recruits are like 3 and 4 stars. So I don't.
yeah,
I mean, it's hard to get 5 stars anyway because you're dealing with in the SEC anyway because you're dealing with Georgia and Alabama to begin
I
with.
mean it's not hard for USC. I just want to point out they get 5 stars.
They're
Dad
not
on
even
nah,
SEC
Dad
though.
on one tonight.
It doesn't matter though. The recruits anybody
It
can
does
recruit
matter because
anyways.
the reason they wanted to go out there is so they can get an easy win because they know they can't make it in the SEC. That's all.
No, how about how
Mm.
about just the lavish lifestyle of Southern California?
Where
You
you be
can't beat
broke in
that.
5 seconds
Where the
because you ain't
gas is
got no
almost
money.
$10 out there.
Hey, but you know
And
what though?
plus,
You right by
y'all
the beach
got
though.
catastrophic rain going
Yeah,
on over
I'm right
there.
by the beach
Well, y'all got
because that's all I can do is just stand there
y'all
at the beach.
flooding over
I
there.
can't go nowhere else. The NIL's not for everybody.
Hey, a lot of people get it. You see that Popeyes dude got the NIL? The Popeyes
Yeah,
NIL?
I did.
I was happy for him.
I be
Go
I
ahead,
eating
mean,
man.
Popeye.
everybody doing NILs, rails except for Florida, but that's Florida. That's to be expected.
Y'all, why y'all being petty so? Why y'all being petty right now?
Hey, man.
I
I
mean,
applaud NILs.
Flor-
NILs was a long time coming.
Florida did it to themselves because
They
now
did.
they ain't about to get no recruits because they gypped their was it a 5 star quarterback? He was
Yeah.
a high level quarterback, and they
Mhm.
was like, well, you're not gonna get this NIL money. And they were like, he was like, oh, well, I'm not coming to the school if
No,
I'm not getting the
they
NIL money.
shortchanged them. They
Oh,
shortchanged them.
I thought they completely didn't give it to
Nah,
him.
nah, they
Okay,
shortchanged them.
that's even worse
Because,
in my opinion.
oh yeah. It was
Because
like,
you told me I'm getting this much money to come out here to play for y'all, which I know everybody has their concerns about NILs. They shouldn't be coming, blah blah blah, whatever.
Right.
But
nah. You know how these universities are making money hand over fist
sure,
He
with
ain't lying.
anything. So let these players make money on their own. Let them be able to go out and make their money as long as it's not affecting their game and their academics and stuff like that. Let them go out there and make their money. Now I will say like I don't they shouldn't be gambling or nothing like that because that can affect scores, actual games and stuff like that. People get in too deep, but like let them make their NIL money. Like that's cool. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for anybody who can get bread.
Right. That's it. I'm gonna say everybody was quiet. That's it.
I mean we been done with the sports stuff. We just was talking about NIL.
I feel that. All right. So
Well, how you feel about NILs, Randall?
I'm with you, Dad. Let them kids get their money, man. Cause at the end of the day, they bringing and not only they bringing in fans, not only they bringing in money to the team because they sell merchandise, brand deals, all that. They bringing in students as well. So
Yeah.
let them kids eat, man. Let them get their money. Now I think it should be a limit because I don't want no 19-year-old making $100 million because you could buy the campus at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. Well, so here's why I ask you: why limit his success?
You got a point, but I don't know. That's a good question though. I don't know. Like I
You
said,
want to be a hater?
nah, I ain't gonna be no hater. But you just, I don't know. It just to me, I'm like, you should just put
Okay,
put a
so
limit.
I'm gonna bail Reddit out on this one because I do think it needs to be a limit. But
Yeah,
I think there needs to be a limit, or at least they need to have somebody watching over that money
Yeah.
because they're so young. I know people who end up getting a whole bunch of money at 18 years old, and then the next 2 years, I see them again. They living on the street. Now that's not going to happen to them, or hopefully it won't.
Right.
But just for instance, they get that they have that NIL money. They are top recruit, and we see it all the time. They get hurt, injured, and they can't make it to the NFL, or they
Mm-hmm.
become a low round pick in the NFL and either get cut or something like that. If they still have that NIL money, that's a lot of money that they can now use to brandish other things and do other things because you can't do that in college. But if they have that NIL money and they just spend it on whatever, whoever, and all these other things when they get to the NFL, or if they don't get to the NFL, then that money might be lost. And now they, they've been playing football for all their lives, and now they can't make it to the NFL because they've been hurt in college. That's the
Yep.
Well,
reason I think there needs to be a limit, or at least somebody in check of them so they don't spend all their money.
well, let me say this. All way you can rectify that is make sure they sign up for like a financial class at school, like an accounting class or something like that.
But these
So wait,
schools
so
don't
they'll
care
see. Okay, but but it's up. It's up. Okay, so how I feel
because the
like
school
this.
is the. I'm only saying it from how I see it. These schools don't care what you do with the money because they not. It's not their money, right?
Right.
So if you go spend it, that's on you. That's not our fault that you spend your money. Why should I teach you an accounting class to learn how to money? I'm not saying that all schools like that, but I know some schools that are like that, and they be like, "I'm not gonna make you sign up for some accounting class because you should know how to
Here's
use
the
your
thing,
own
though.
money."
Here's the thing, though. Yeah, when you're young, you don't know what to do with money. I get that. Sometimes like you just want to buy fancy stuff and just be, and be stunning on people. Um, it takes um, all it takes is really one person in your ear to tell you, hey, take this money and invest it, and
True.
do something with it. So,
Or
but so
you could be like Demarcus Russell. Renda knows about Demarcus Russell and what happened when he came back down here. So,
Yeah.
Jamarcus Russell, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But
so
Oh
he
yeah,
that was his
he's real
fault.
quick.
That was his
no,
fault.
that's what I'm saying. But he was
Yeah, I know
he
you
was a
talking about.
baby to
But
begin with. So
but here's the thing though. Jamarcus Russell played crappy on the field, so I have no sympathy for him. Okay, like
wow.
you get all that money
He
and you
was
play like
a
trash.
number one pick though.
But he was trash.
He
When he got
was
to the NFL,
here.
he was
No, here his thing
No, he
because
was when he got to the NFL
hold
with
on
Travis
here.
because
Hold
that's
on.
because he had too much of a
Hold on, let me jump in on this one because he stayed near my auntie. His house was near my auntie, and he was cool with everybody in that neighborhood. Here's what happened. His dumb behind came back down here flashing money and
right.
doing all this, doing all that, knowing darn well, bro, like bro, you in the hood. Like you ain't supposed to do that. And number two, you ain't supposed to come back to the hood with all that anyways. So what happened with him is the hood and irresponsible with his money. That's what his issue was. That's what happened to him.
irresponsible. But like, okay, so two things can be said about what he did there. One, he could have inspired some other kid to go like and be good and play the NFL because he want to have money like that.
Right?
And two, he could have been just dumb, you know.
Oh no, he was
It,
dumb.
when,
He was dumb.
okay, but it's saying that though, like somebody at some point you can have the right people in your corner to
Hmm.
tell you that hey, you're not playing that good. You can't pass it to the running back accurately in the flat.
Right.
Okay, you're not doing film. Let's put this money to the side in case nobody wants you anymore. You know. So
Or I didn't mean to cut you off of that. Yeah, have y'all watched Power? The 50 Cent little movie, not movie, TV show. Y'all watched Power before?
I've seen clips of
You
it.
seen clips of?
I've
Okay.
seen the power. Yeah.
At the end of the final season, when Ghost died, he set aside some money for Tariq. In order for Tariq to get it, he had to meet requirements. And one of the
Yeah.
requirements was he had to go to school, graduate, and get like a 3 point above like a 3.8 or something like that. Or something like that in order to get the money. And then it's like two or three other requirements that he had to do to get the money. They could do that with them kids. Like, all right,
Or trust.
yeah, like, hey, you guaranteed let's say I'm just gonna throw a number. You guaranteed $50 million, but in order to get this, you gotta do like 3 years in college, maintain a 3.7 GPA. You gotta do X amount of community service, and after 2 years, if we see that you on track to duty requirements, we guarantee you out of that 50, we guarantee you 25 million.
See, that's what you're doing. You're dangling money over people's head, and that's what colleges were doing. Will say you can go to NFL if you come here first.
Yeah,
You're throwing restrictions on them again. Like so, I think like you need a financial advisor to put a trust in.
that too. Yeah,
just do that.
yeah,
Just have a financial advisor put up a trust for you.
yeah. But
We've been on the subject linger a little too long.
nah, that is good. I'm just saying, like, hey, we ain't making decisions. I don't know who making decisions though, but we just put our input in there, and if somebody take it, y'all owe us some money. All right, let's go ahead and jump to the daily dose of anime. All right, now I'm gonna save this topic for last because LJ. Matter of fact, both of y'all was messaging me on Discord about it, but I'm gonna say that for last. All right, but we're gonna start off with this. One Piece was the most watched show in 2022. How y'all feel about that?
They have 70 million episodes. It's just a matter of quantity over quality.
That's the reason why that.
Nah, I'm just talking crap.
Oh, okay.
But One Piece is not a bad anime. It's a lot to it.
No, the reason why it was the most watched anime this year is because it went to its most anticipated arc.
It did.
That's true. They finally hit that arc.
Right. It was the Wano arc. Wano, people been waiting for Wano for about 4 years. We learned about Wano 4 years ago.
Right.
People been waiting for that arc to come out, and so it finally came out for both the manga and the anime. So I'm not surprised at all because everybody has been, and from what I've seen and what people have said and things like that, it is the most hyped arc they ever had for One Piece.
Right. So that's how y'all feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's literally it's been the most hyped up arc for One Piece for decades now.
I got you.
Not decades, but for the last couple of years, people have been waiting for it.
I got you. All right, now Jujutsu Kaisen, the manga is going to end this year. Now this ain't surprising me because I think that somebody leaked it a couple like late last year talking about it's supposed to end early. Now a lot of people kind of upset. So how y'all feel about Jujutsu Kaisen ending so quick? Cause wasn't it just the manga? How long the manga been out?
Sure, I feel like it's been out a year before it became adopted.
So probably like 3 or 4 years.
Maybe.
What's the reason why it's ending?
It's just a short one. That's it.
Yeah, from my understanding, the new wave of why I'm blanking out on the type of manga this is. Shonen. Oh goodness. The new wave of shonen is supposedly they no longer want these long pieces of art.
They want to be short.
They want them shorter and things like that. Because of, and we just said it, because of One Piece, because of Naruto, because of those type of things.
Right.
So that's what this new wave.
If the story's ending, what is the problem? Here's the thing.
Now, the reason why everybody pissed off that before you get into it, the reason why everybody pissed off, the manga is good and they don't want, like LJ said, they make it as short, but the people hated that they ended it so quick. They wanted to go, they wanted to push on more before they ended so soon. So that's why.
But it didn't cover everything in the manga.
Right, I'm with Dad. If it's where the author wants it to end, then that's when you're.
Hold on, let me see, because let me see.
Now, if it's the studio saying, "Hey, I want it to end," then they gonna they did.
Yeah. They said the author. Yeah, the author. Yeah.
Right. So if it's the author, there's no problem. You can't be mad. That's how far the author wanted it to take it. You can't.
You can't step on somebody else's art. Right. It's their art.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Let them do that.
You know how toxic they can be, but they just.
Oh yeah.
But they just they were just disappointed.
Like
but
the entitlement to tell somebody, no, that's not how your story should end. This is how your story should end. kind of like how Attack on Titan is. How they try to tell people how to end their story.
Y'all love slander and Attack on Titan for some people who don't even like
It's
it.
just an example of how toxicity works in the anime community.
I hear
You
you.
know,
I hear you. But for
If
all the
people
people,
asking for it to end though.
but
So I just,
for all the people, look here. You say your 2 cents for last. I'm getting to you. You and Dad gonna have the floor to yourself with the last piece, cause I'm sick and tired of y'all. So y'all gonna have it at the last segment. Y'all gonna have it to all yourself. But for all the Jujutsu Kaisen folks out there, man, y'all manga ended this year for what the author is saying. So it will have and have people saying, okay, some people, they want to, a little bit more. So, it is what it is on that though. Near Automata, the anime is delaying future episodes indefinitely. They ain't say why, but they just say they ain't pushing out no more anime shows for right now. But for what I heard, that not manga, the anime was actually good for what I heard though.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't heard it though.
You
I
haven't
only
heard
know
of
about the game.
the game is amazing. That's all I gotta say.
I know more about the game too.
Yeah, the game is amazing. That's why they made it to anime. The game was so good. But for what I was looking into and doing research on the anime, cause I ain't even know. I think it came out, but I didn't know it came out. But everybody was saying it was good. So I don't know why they're delaying it. They just saying from the article they just saying they delaying it. So I don't know why. But for all the Near Automata fans, all the future episodes have been delayed indefinitely. So I don't know when they're gonna come back. Now, one most anticipated anime movie I'm looking for this year, Black Clover, is coming out with its movie on Netflix March 31st. How y'all feel about that?
So what's this movie about? Is this just off canon part about it? I haven't kept up with Black Clover.
I'm just being hit me either. I
Yeah.
haven't not been keeping up with Black Clover. I'm gonna keep it 100 with
So
you.
is
So I
this
really don't know
canon?
what this movie. I really
it's
don't
not
know.
canon? Okay.
I don't
think
know.
I
it's
was just
canon.
because I was just confused because my understanding was that they were near the end of the not the end of the arc, but they was at the part where they have to go save Captain Yama from the Diamond Kingdom. Correct? That's where they
Yeah.
are now.
Talking about in an anime?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They
So
they doing
I
this
was
big
just
war with the other devils right now. Yeah.
right. So I was wondering if they were making the war into a movie, but it's not. It's gonna be
No,
a
no,
No,
they ain't
it-
doing. No, they ain't doing that.
No,
Yeah.
they're not doing
Okay.
that.
No, no, they ain't doing that.
This is definitely not canon.
Yeah, for what it's like four, because I covered the plot of this. I think was it the 2 episodes ago. It's like four new kings coming out of nowhere. I don't know. Like I said, I really don't know too much about it.
That sounds like some non-canon stuff.
Yeah,
That sounds like some cooler stuff in Dragon Ball.
yeah. So it's been the last time I saw Black Clover was when they was training to go to the Diamond Kingdom to fight them, and after that I just stopped watching it. So I think it's like Dad said, it's not canon. I think. So for all the folks out there, we got till March 31st for the Black Clover movie to come out on Netflix. Now, LJ favorite anime, Record of Ragnarok season 2 is
No, you just said that was my favorite.
is coming out in 4 days.
That piece of
Now,
trash.
LJ, before Dad came on the podcast, me and you had a whole conversation about this.
We surely did.
How you feel about season 2?
It's probably gonna be trash too. There's not. I'm really surprised the guy season 2.
That's why I had
Yeah.
wanted to talk to you because I was like, because me and you both said like, how the heck this gonna get a season 2?
It's because Netflix makes bad decisions. So yeah, I'm gonna just chop it up to Netflix making a bad decision. That's on them. Let them live their life, but nobody should watch that.
Straight like that.
Nobody should watch that. I mean, it's gonna be the same theme. I think I saw the trailer for it, and I said I still think most of the details is in Athena boobs. So I mean, what's the point of watching it?
Right. Dad, how you feel about it?
I have no thoughts on this. I never watched it. So.
Oh man, so
You know what? I'm gonna have to find a clip for Dad and send it to Dad because
I'm gonna say it's so easy to find because that clip blew up when that episode came out.
right.
So it ain't too hard to find that clip.
No,
But
it was like it was supposed to be the most hyped battle, and you have standstill pictures,
mm-hmm.
but then I think the boobs are in 8K. So
Now he's not lying.
like,
He is not lying. That was like the main feature of that one particular episode, which is that. But
and it was like side by side. It was literally you would see the fight, and then you see the boobs. You see the fight.
So I'm surprised though. But Regular Ragnarok is coming out in 4 days on Netflix. They said it's supposed to have up to between 10 episodes. I think they're doing different parts. Cause it says season 2, part 1. So I guess they got a part 2 too. I don't know, but for all the people who did like Regular Ragnarok, season 2 is coming out on Netflix in 4 days. Now, I don't want to say this because I know y'all finna have a field day with this, but I can take it. Attack on Titan, the final season, will be split in 2 parts.
No. You say its whole title. Say its whole title.
Why I gotta say the whole title?
You say the whole title.
Attack on Titan. But I ain't gonna do that.
No, say the whole title.
You say it.
You say it. This is your anime. You say the whole title.
Attack on Titan season 3, part 3 will be split into 2 parts. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's not the title.
How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that?
Number one, the title.
I'm gonna let y'all have this, and then I'm gonna have my comeback because I got
There's no comeback.
Oh, it is a comeback, but y'all go ahead.
What?
Y'all go ahead.
LJ, read the title so that the people can know what the title is, because obviously his bias self can't handle it. So if you could please read the title.
This title is Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3. That's all I gotta say. That's it, Zach. You talking about the fan made title? That's what you talking about.
No. That's not the fan.
You go ahead and say it.
All right.
I
want to make sure I get this.
You love it so much, cause I didn't even. I got the news from you. I didn't even get the news. Soon as I'm talking about, you texted to me talking about, look at this. I'm like, bro, what you talking about? And I clicked on it.
It was BS, and you know it was BS.
All I'm saying is, deep down, you a fan.
Deep down inside, I just want this to stop.
You a fan. That's all it is.
So it is Attack on Titan, the final season, the final edition, part 1. That's the whole name. Attack on Titan.
How you feel about it?
The final season.
How you feel about it?
Final edition.
How you feel about it?
Part 1.
How you, Dad? Screw LJ. Dad, how you feel about it?
Not my fault that your anime is so trash and it's so money hungry. They gotta make a final part, a final edition, part 1. How many parts they gonna make, Ray?
They're like, nah, y'all keep. No, I'm gonna hold it because I got my comeback. Go ahead, y'all go ahead and talk.
No, tell me, as an Attack on Titan fan, how many parts do you want them to make? Because they were supposed to been done 2 years ago.
And I agree with you on that. They supposed to been done actually 3 years ago. To be honest with you.
So, let me ask you this, Randall.
Go ahead.
This is obviously disappointing news for you.
Why you look so sad?
Be honest.
You look so sad.
Let's just be honest. It's obviously disappointing.
Nah, it is disappointing because I'm like, LJ, I'm ready for it to end too myself.
So, when are you gonna let go of this toxic relationship? Because that's all me and LJ want.
It's not toxic. That's the thing. It's not.
Oh,
what they doing? Look here. What they doing? What they doing to the season? What they doing to season 4 is ridiculous. I can agree with both of y'all on that. But let's not forget, Mappa got so much stuff going on. They got about 5, maybe even more different anime that they making on top of Attack on Titan. Cause like I said beforehand, we wasn't even supposed to get this. We wasn't even supposed to get season 4. Season 4 is supposed to be just manga because who Wit, I think whoever had it before Mappa, I forgot who I forgot who it was. they let it go because it was too much. It was too much to make it, and the company couldn't afford it. So everybody was like was good with it being just manga. And then Mappa came out the cut and picked it up, and then they like, boom, we gonna release it in like a couple months. We were like, bro, how the heck y'all gonna release all of this in a couple months? And then they did it, and then the animation was garbage for the most part, but everybody got used to it. And then later on, when they dropped the part two, it got a little bit better. And then, like I said, Mappa out of nowhere started being like Disney and whoever else, Amazon, and start buying up, making a whole bunch of different animes. And then they were like, "Look, we got so much on our plate. We got to set aside this, set aside that." All I'm saying is this: they could take as long as they want because that anime will be amazing because it won Anime of the Year and it might win it again. That's all I gotta say.
Can I say something?
What you gotta
Can
say
I say
that?
something?
What you gotta say that? You look so disappointed.
This is like when you first get into a relationship. Everything's great. Everything's fine. You start talking about the plans for the future. Those sound like good plans, great plans. But all of a sudden, things change. She don't want to do this anymore. She don't want to be here. All of a sudden, she's not doing the same things for you that you used to do. Everything's getting delayed. All of a sudden, you're sitting there with nothing but hopes and dreams. That's all you have now.
Guess
It's
what?
hopes and dreams.
Guess what?
With Attack on Titan.
When this episode
You are playing to its potential that it once
whenever
had, and it doesn't have that anymore.
this anime ends, and we gonna have a watch party,
You're
No,
never gonna
what's
have a
worse?
watch party.
and when this thing breaks the internet, I don't want to hear none of y'all mouth. Because if it's not even 2023, this should not even be nominated for no type of award. Because it's not even, I don't even know what you want to call this. This shouldn't even be, to be honest with you, it shouldn't even be, it shouldn't even won anime of the year. Because I think it was only just part two. Something like, I don't know. Anyway, it's not supposed to win nothing. And if it wins anything next year, because next year is stat, we got My Hero, we got Jujutsu Kaisen, we got Demon Slayer, we got Black Clover, we got all these different animes. But if it get nominated for one award from like however many episodes we gonna have left, I do not want to hear none of y'all.
It's going to get. You want to know
It's
the
gonna
reason
get
it's going to get
nominated.
nominated? You
What
want
we-
to know the reason why?
Why?
Because there's a whole bunch of things just like you that can't open their eyes. They got rose-tinted glasses on that thinks this anime is so good when it's a pile of garbage. That's what this anime is.
I mean, it won so many awards, so it gotta be good.
I'm worried about you, Randall. I'm
You
worried
need to
about
take them glasses off that you got on your face right now. You need to take them off
That's
because you can't see nothing.
Now
through
before we move on to the main topic, y'all really never told me y'all issue with Attack on Titan. I think
I have
LJ,
told you my
I think
issues.
you
You've
did,
said
but
yours before.
I forgot. But explain to me why y'all do not like Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan is an anime that it's violent for the sake of violence.
Okay.
And like, there's a story there, sure. But let's be honest. Why they give us a whole training scene of them going through learning how to be can't remember what they're called.
Talking about where they go
Anyway.
slay the
I'm
Titans.
talking
or
about
something?
season 1. Yeah, they were going to school for that and all that.
Yeah.
And first time they're in the field, 90% of them are gone. Get attached to them, get to liking them. Okay, yeah, this guy was just a bully, because he had a hard life. It is what it is. Gone. Everybody just gone. It makes no sense. Continuity is bad. Like I don't think it's very. It's just not good. Like why do you like it?
Why I like it?
Yeah.
Number one, the story in that anime is just unmatched. From season 1 all the way up to season 4, part 2 that we on right now. It's it's just like different than any other anime that I watch because it have you thinking about, okay, who are the Titans? Why they here? Why they doing this? Why they invading this? Why they invading that? So in season 1, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump to the end of the season 1. Season 1, they were like, okay, there's a reason why these Titans here, and we know for a fact somebody's betraying us. We need to find out who's betraying us.
Mm-hmm.
And how they did it is Aaron's dad, he was the main person that has to deal with the Titans. So they were like, bruh. Aaron was like, bruh, my dad is he got something going on in my house, but we can't go to my house because that's where all the Titans at because they invaded it in the first episode. But
Right.
my dad was doing something that has to deal with the Titans. He knew why the Titans here, so we need to go to my house so I could go in there to figure out, because it may have the answers to save us all. So jump to season 2. That's pretty much what season 2 was, them trying to go back to their hometown. Lo and behold, some more Titans come about, and they were like, bro, wait a minute. These Titans are not like the other Titans. These Titans are like humans. So what's going on for real? There's some going on because how the heck they know, they could talk, they could do this, they could do that, yada yada. So come to find out, they figure out who are the people, and the people like, yeah, all right, screw that. Y'all figure out who he is. Yeah, we finna kill all y'all. So they started to kill all of them. Fighting scene was amazing. All that was amazing. Aaron was like, yeah, screw that. I got some new powers. I know what's going on. So season 3, that's when they finally go to the house, and they were like, all right, I got a brother who is the main culprit of this whole entire thing that's going on, why the Titans are coming over here. Why the heck are they sending the Titans here? Why? So they explain that, but it's like it's not filler, but they kind of explain it. But it was good how they explain it. But pretty much, because I could go on about it. Pretty much is this. The reason why I like it so much, it's like a horror mystery anime. Like they had good fighting scenes because it reminded me of Evangelion. They had good fighting scenes. They get the story's amazing, and it just had you thinking like, why they doing this? Why they doing that? Why tight on the wall? Why they the dude doing this? All that type of stuff. So it just all in all, the story is good to me. And it has you thinking like why they do this, and then 10, 15 episodes later they be like, oh, that's why he did that. So now you gotta go back and rewatch it, be like, oh, I see why he did that. Then it's a lot of connected dots. That's all.
I hear a lot of
You just hating. That's
Attack
all.
on Titan
You just hating.
fanboys say that, and that's their favorite part. And okay, that's your favorite part. But I know a lot of people. I know you for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
We read the end of the manga.
now
You know how this ends, and can you say for a fact that ending, which is going to be the ending? They
this is
have
what
told people this.
this is what I told you. This is what I
They
told you
they have
before
told.
Dad came into this. I told you. I didn't. I told you for a fact. I was going more towards. I don't want to spoil it because the people listening, Anyways, I already told you my ending, how I wanted it to be. And I told you they was going to go that route regardless because I figured that they was going that route when they was leaking the last three or two manga chapters. I told you that's the route they was going when they started leaking it. And when it happened, I was like, you know what? This makes sense. I see why people don't like it, but you got to look at it through Aaron. He did it because at the end of the day, I can't spoil it because that's a huge spoiler, but he did it because of you know what. Because he pretty much he was sick and tired, and he was like, you know what, screw it. I just want to be happy, and if that's it, that's it. Now I wanted to be completely different than that, but if they
But
do, they call, huh?
there's no helping you. if there really
I
not
told
any,
you, I
there's
legit
no
just
telling.
said the manga ending. I don't like it, but I said it's okay on how they did it. It ain't garbage, but I don't like it. I wanted to go a different direction, but it's not garbage though. I just don't like it. I give it a 5 out of 10 though.
That ending? Okay. You know
Yeah,
what? That's you. That's you.
I mean you
I'm,
don't like it,
I'm,
so of course you're gonna get it low.
no, I have told you. I have told you from the start. I do not hate Attack on Titan.
Okay.
What I hate the fans that go crazy and think it's the best
I
anime
don't
of
go
all time.
crazy. Y'all know for a
I'm
fact.
not talking about you.
No,
You're close. You're close.
no, I
But
be trolling.
You're not over.
I just be trolling y'all.
No, some of the stuff you actually leave, my boy. I know
Nah,
you for
nah,
too
no,
long.
no.
I know you for too
I
long.
be trolling y'all for the most
Random.
part.
I know you for too long.
I be
How long
trolling
have we
y'all.
known each other?
All I'm
How long
saying,
have we known each other?
LJ, all I'm saying is for the most part, I be trolling the crap out of y'all.
And
But
for those
it's not.
other parts, you be dead serious.
But it's not garbage as y'all persuade it is.
It's a mid anime, but people think it's number one because of what happened during season one, and then they forget about season 2 and 3, except for like the last like 5 episodes of season 3, and then they be like, "Oh my god, season 4 the best! Oh my god, season 4 can't be beat." And you done had season 4 for 4 years now.
You ain't lying. And the great thing is though, I agree with mainly half the stuff you saying about Attack on Titan though. Am I not?
No, you don't agree with everything.
Not everything, but I agree with a good 75 to 60% of most of the stuff you say about it though.
It's got one problem.
What you got?
With Attack on Titan
What you got that?
And this includes you, Randall.
What you got?
A show cannot be considered a GOAT if half of it is trash.
Hey,
Your mid-seasons 2 and 3 were not good.
hey, my GOAT anime is Evangelion. Now, all I'm saying is the people who be voting for this stuff, I'm just saying, hey, they just kind of prove my point.
Recency bias.
I'm just saying they kind of prove my point. I have not voted not one time for anything Attack on Titan. My favorite anime is Evangelion. Now, have I be right in Attack on Titan? I'd have. All I'm saying is for all the people that be voting out that, I'm just saying they just prove my point that Attack on Titan is that good.
Okay, can I say something?
Go ahead,
Can I say
Dad.
something? You may not remember, but the first time I was on this podcast,
Yeah.
the very first time, I came to you and I just wanted to know. I was like, how is Attack on Titan goated for you? And all you can say is season 1 and the current season 1 and season 4. It can't be goated if the middle of the show is trash. That's all I'm saying. If you could just tell me Attack on Titan can't be goated because the middle season. If you could just admit that to me, I won't mess with you anymore. We can kill all the noise, and you can just enjoy your anime.
All I gotta say is this.
But you need to admit in front of the people.
All I gotta say
The fans
is
need you to admit this. Okay.
I'm not gonna admit it until it ends. Until it ends.
They gave you a way out, and that was only that. I would never stop.
We gonna wait until this anime ends, and then depending on how they end this, I will explain. I will say everything that I need to be said. But until that ends, I'm not saying not a darn word about Attack on Titan. Besides that, it's the best anime out right now, story wise.
He's not going to take the way out.
You stayed 10 toes down on this one.
Mm-hmm. Just like you with My Hero.
But My Hero's
actually
good.
good.
I know y'all
My
finna say
Hero's
that.
actually good.
I know y'all finna
No
say
way.
that.
I have to respect that you're dying on this hill. I mean, it's a bad hill to
it.
die on.
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this.
I-
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is, let's wait until the end of the season, About Attack on
When,
Titan.
again, when is this going to happen? Because again, it's Attack
All I
on
know is they
Titan
said it. They said
final
20.
season, final edition, part
Now,
one.
now let me tell you something. If this anime goes into 2024, I would
It's
diss
going
the
to
I
2024.
would diss the crap out of it because I'm like, bro, it don't take that
It's
long.
going
Is
to 2024. I can
but
tell you that right now. It's going to
now
2024.
if it does go that route into 2024, trust me, I would not say nothing about Attack on Titan no more because I agree with both y'all.
Yes,
Y'all,
you will.
no,
Yes, you
no,
will.
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Cause you staying 10 toes down.
No, I'm dead serious this time for real though. If it goes into 2024, come on now. You just come on because this anime aired no season 4 aired like in 2021 or something like that. So yeah, if it take 3 or 4 years for y'all to to, to end one season, yeah, I can't. You just can't do it unless that ending is amazing, which we don't know because people from all over the world saying they finna do the manga ending. Some people say it's gonna be an anime ending. I don't know. We don't know. Only thing we know is whoever pushing out the anime, which is Mappa. So only Mappa know the true ending. But like I said, if it do go to 2024, I ain't gonna trust me. I ain't gonna say nothing about it. I'm gonna find a different anime to troll y'all with if that's the case. But for everybody out there, Attack on Titan season 4 will have 2 more parts in part 3. And like I said, I'm with
We
LJ.
don't know how many parts. We just know this is part one.
No. They say two. It's only 2 parts. It's only 2 parts. That's what they
Sure.
said. That was they said from what this article saying. It's supposed to be 2 parts. So if it's another part, then like I said, y'all ain't gonna hear nothing about Attack on Titan no more for me. Cause at this point, I'm ready for it to end myself. I was the same, and y'all just should know because I was the same with Evangelion because they was delay that movie for about 4 or 5 years. And I'm like, Ray, I need to hurry up. So,
You know, and I haven't seen this, but I'm gonna say it.
see
And
what?
people going to come after me.
Hold on, see what?
Attack on Titan
Uh,
reminds me of Avatar, and I'm talking about the blue people Avatar.
how?
Because, and I say this, I think Avatar is overrated. I truly do think Avatar is overrated.
Um,
But
I
every time, when the first one came out, when this one came out, it blew everybody went to go see it. It blew box office records, and I feel like it's just because people are overhyped. That's the only reason people went out there. I do not think people. I think people. There's some people that really truly like the Avatar series,
right.
but that's not my Avatar number one. My Avatar is the Last Airbender. Even
We
though,
already know how they. We know how
but
they destroy
they
that
don't need
movie.
to ever do another live action in their lives. That's
Well,
all I want.
technically
Or don't let M Night Shyamalan.
technically
How about that?
Netflix got something going on with Avatar where they making it.
That got broken down again. So
Oh, they ain't making it no more.
mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
It's because Paramount Plus got their
They get the rights to
their
Netflix. No, I said Netflix,
right,
Nickelodeon.
right. But and technically no, because it's technically Avatar Studios have the rights and they communication broke down. But supposedly they went back to Nickelodeon slash Paramount. It's the whole thing. We're not gonna get into that.
I figured.
All I'm saying is AOT and Avatar are the same to me because I feel like they so massively overhyped for being actually mid.
Okay.
Now I'm probably gonna get flamed in the comments in something, either in YouTube or wherever we put it. But that's just
More
me.
than likely, probably TikTok.
I'll just tell you this. My wife don't usually leave comments on things, but if this part comes out on TikTok or something like that, my wife will leave a comment on that one. She loves her some Avatar.
I
I personally,
if,
I personally think Avatar's mid also, but on a mid
Now
to
let's keep
her.
it real,
But
bro.
I
Let's keep it
personally think
real.
Avatar's mid.
Let's keep it real. We can all agree that we did not expect that movie to blow up like it did.
the first one, the second one.
Both.
I'm not surprised by the first one after learning about it and how long people have waited for this movie. The second one, I am.
To be honest with you, the concept of Avatar to me, the movie was okay, but for it to do like it's doing, I'm like that.
Right.
Is but
It's an okay movie. Like, is it a movie I want to keep watching? No. Is it a movie I see once I'd be like, that's okay. That's something that was an afternoon, right?
that's
Probably what I
that's
say.
a movie I'll watch when I'm bored or something.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
I'm cleaning around the house. I'm like, let me just put something on. But for it to get that much attention, I'm like, you know. But I heard well, never mind. We jump into that because that's the main topic. But Attack on
Y'all,
Titan. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say like if we change the topics from Attack on Titan,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you
y'all
go ahead and
caught up.
change it.
Y'all caught up on My Hero yet?
Movie or manga? I mean, I said movie, anime or
Movie,
manga.
anime.
I'm. I haven't been catching. I mean, I haven't watched it because what I like to do with My Hero, I used to watch to binge watch it all. So I'm waiting until the part two come out. And when the part two finish, then I'm watch part one and part two all together, like in like
I,
3 or 4 seconds.
me and my anime watching ways are not talking to each
But
other.
I do know what's going on though. I know what's going on though. That
You know what's going on, but like, let me say this. Secondly, I take you guys' advice, and me and my wife started watching Yu Yu Hakusho. She loves it. Um,
There you
yeah,
go.
I'm pretty
so
sure. I'm pretty sure
There
she
you
would.
go.
yeah. But like, my wife now is getting to this point now to where she has to wait every week for it to come out now, and she's pissed for My Hero because
Mm.
this season is so good, right? See, and the difference thing in this one is that after a bunch of stuff happened, if I get spoilers, some people died in there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's people that you like have died right now.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that other people ain't gonna die later, because if you read the manga, you know who's gonna die later.
Right.
The one that really hurts everybody. But there's people that die now that literally, like, my wife was sitting there just like, no, 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 get up. She's like, say, get up, you're not dead yet. This is a show that literally plays on emotion,
Mm-hmm.
and it does it in a good way. It doesn't string you along. It's like their deaths mean something. You know what I'm saying? It's not just another body. And that's a comparison to AOT, to where like if somebody dies, it's just another body. There's no real emotion there. It's expected because of the war. You know what I'm saying? Somebody dies in My Hero, it's like we didn't have to go this route. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
it enhances the story. But
Makes sense though.
actually,
You ain't lying though.
yeah. So, but anyway, let's go on to the
You about
final
to preach
topic.
right there, Dad.
No, I have to hold back sometimes. You know, I could talk about not AOT,
I mean,
My
we
Hero
could talk
all day.
about that too if you want to.
No, we could talk about AOT. It would
Yeah.
just be me and Dad trashing it while you're trying to defend it.
Like I said, we just wait till. Hopefully, it ends this year. We'll just wait until then. But let me open up Discord real quick though, because that particular. Hopefully, I don't interfere with this Discord, but it shouldn't though. It
It
shouldn't.
shouldn't. You should be fine.
But
All
while
right.
you looking up that, I just want to say
Yeah.
Cowboys again losing in the
Now hold on. Let's
before
talk about it.
first
Let's talk
round of
about it,
playoffs.
bro. It's known
Sit
for.
on the screen over here. They could not even set up a Hail Mary properly. They
Bruh.
couldn't even set up the Hail Mary properly.
Why are
The
y'all
Cowboys is trash.
Why are y'all surprised? That
We're not
when
Oh, we're
surprised.
not. It's just
oh
We're not
funny because
surprised.
oh
it's every year. It's like it's our year. Oh, we got the weapons. Oh,
bruh,
we
We
got
them
the
boys.
defense.
we know for bro
We got everything.
when it comes to
We still can't
playoffs, Dak is a choke. We know this for a fact.
See,
Oh,
people try to give him a pass because they played so good about I guess the 95-year-old Tom Brady. You
They
know,
said 95-year-old. Yeah, you had to throw that in.
you did Tom Brady wrong. But I'm not Tom Brady fan, so I respect it.
That man said
But
95-year-old.
I think so. This year is definitely because of that. That threw 2 interceptions. He's been throwing interceptions like crazy.
and they were bad
second half.
interceptions.
And
They
they
were
were
bad
horrible.
interceptions.
Last year, I gave him a break because I thought whoever their head coach name is, McCarthy. I just thought that final minute of what he did in the last seconds of the last playoff game was horrible. So I said that's his fault. The other year, he had an injury, and Ezekiel Elliott wasn't playing like he used to.
Dak was hurt that year.
Right.
Dak
So,
missed the year that year.
but this was the year. I'm like, if you're making it to the playoffs, this is the year because Zach not hurt Ezekiel Elliott not hurt. They had Goddard. He was fine until just now. He got hurt this game.
Yeah.
But you had everything, and your defense was like number one almost or close to it.
The defense is really good.
So this was the year to win it, and for you to just throw 2 picks, have 1 touchdown, and just can't move nothing. Understandable that they got a good defense too on the 49ers, but the 49ers wasn't throwing the ball like they usually do. Y'all had them scared, and you still couldn't win.
Let me add this to it too. The Cowboys came into the playoffs relatively healthy. So, like you said, if it was any year that they need to go to the championship, it was this year.
Even with the Eagles being as good as they are.
Yeah,
Technically, go ahead, Dad.
to be honest, the Cowboys, if I'm being completely honest, I'm biased. The Cowboys match up with the Eagles pretty good.
Okay.
Right.
They match up with them pretty good. So this was the year that they needed to do that. And the fact that not only Dak threw those picks, right? Fun fact about Dak Prescott: he led the league in interceptions this year. Okay.
Damn.
He missed 5 games.
Right.
How do you go missing 5 games to still lead the league in interceptions?
Yeah, he just choked. He just choked.
So when he threw those 2 interceptions, like neither one of them was a good interception. They were both bad. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like say one was tipped and somebody else caught it. No, it was bad reads, both of them. So, they got Dak on a pretty hefty contract. So
it's time to move on from Dak, from Ezekiel Elliott. You need to go find somebody.
I'll say this though, with Dak, I give him 1 more year. See how he do. If he's still doing this, because it make no sense for you to go perfect, like almost perfect in a regular season. When it come off playoff season, you choke. Because have he do this like 3-4 years in a row? No.
Dak has notorious been not great in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think the only time he played well in the playoffs is when he got thrust into that position at the end of his first year in the NFL. His rookie season. That was the best he played.
But that was them playing conservative though. They wasn't giving Dak the reins though. They was like one check or throw it away or run. You know what I'm saying? Actually, to be honest, the clock management killed them last year. The clock management was bad.
Oh no, yeah, that ref. Yeah, because the ref took forever to come and touch the ball and Dak got.
No. That wasn't the ref's fault. That was a lie. That was a fault between Dak Prescott for not getting down a little sooner and what you call it, the lineman not giving the ball to the ref.
Okay.
The lineman should have gave the ball to the ref instead of just putting it down.
Okay.
You look for the ref. You give the ball to the ref, runs up there, puts it down, and then you're able to spike. You know what I'm saying? Like that was Dak should have got down sooner, and now he got down sooner. The lineman should have gave the ball to the ref. So yeah, but other than that though, like the Cowboys, like I don't think they get rid of Dak this year. I think Dak gets another year, but Zeke got to go. Zeke, because Tony Pollard's playing better than him anyway. At this point, they're running Zeke just to appease Zeke. Let Tony Pollard have the whole reins to it, and try to get some value out of Zeke. You know, somebody
I think nobody wants Zeke. Zeke hasn't played like Zeke ever since he got his contract. So
that's true. You're right. There has been injuries and something going on with Zeke ever since he got paid. You're absolutely right.
That man living lavish right now. That man, like, man, y'all pay me all that.
Stop running lavishly before nobody picks him up.
Don't he got like a guaranteed contract or no?
It's mostly guaranteed, but it's not all guaranteed. They can probably get it from underneath.
Okay.
It's like how Derek Carr is right now, the quarterback for Vegas. Like if they cut him before like the day after the Super Bowl or 2 days after the Super Bowl, they don't have to pay him anything. But they keep him and try to trade him. The Raiders are on the hook for like $40 million or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. But he's gone from the Raiders. Derek Carr, he's done so.
Oh yeah, I heard about him. He was good. He was a good one too. Then I don't know what happened. I think injuries did him right.
No, it wasn't injuries. It was just him. it was the organization itself.
I
Okay.
Like,
don't think the offense fits him. Either.
yeah, they put in people like that. At some point, you gotta blame the ingredients rather than the cook. You know,
Right.
so like I think it was the things around it was around Derek Carr until this year, because this year he had weapons. He had a bunch of weapons, but he he couldn't lead them nowhere. So at that point, you gotta blame Derek has to get the blame for that. So
I got you. Well,
but he'll be gone, and probably my Washington team will pick him up. Probably knowing my team.
well.
Honestly, it's better than what you got now.
You know what? I'm mad at myself because I went to this Carson Wentz thing with an open mind. Like,
Oh,
you know what?
man.
I tried, man. You're a fan of something. Like how Randall's toxic about AOC. I know I'm toxic about Washington. I should have left that team a long time ago. The cool part is the second team I like is the Bengals. Like for a long time, it's been the Bengals.
That man
Just
Joe
switch it up.
crazy.
Just switch it. Just switch it. That's like
I want to do that, but they're
we got bad teams being ready. We Auburn fans, but for the NFL, we like the Broncos, and look at the Broncos.
He ain't lying.
And then our other team is the Saints because they so close, but this year they want to be trash. So
Now let's keep it real. If Jameis Winston was healthy, they could have did something.
Jameis was healthy, but they didn't put him back in.
I don't trust James. I can't blame them. I don't trust Jameis Winston. I really don't. I'm sorry.
No.
He was good though.
100 times out of 100, I would have had Jameis Winston over Andy Dalton.
Yeah, that man.
That's true.
A healthy
okay, I'll give
Jameis
you that.
Winston.
But-
When he was healthy this season, that man was nearly unstoppable.
He turned it around from Tampa Bay to New Orleans.
But I
He
think
turned
that
it
because of Sean Payton. We don't. They no longer have Sean Payton.
that could be a Sean Payton thing. You're absolutely right. It could very well be a Sean
It
Payton
could have,
thing.
yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully
Alright,
he just
let's
got to stay
move
healthy.
on.
He just got to
Yeah,
stay
I don't
healthy.
want to talk about. I don't want to talk about the Saints.
Now let's talk. Now we got to talk about this though. The main the main subject or topic. I said subject. All right. Let me clear my throat. For everybody out there, I was scrolling on, doing my thing on TikTok, posting content for the page. And this particular TikTok came out of nowhere. Talking about the end of Ubisoft. He misspelled it, but he said is. Oh, no, it kind of makes sense. The end of Ubisoft is upon us. I thought it was something different, but anyways. So I was watching it, and pretty much he was saying, I didn't even know this. But apparently, with these, with pretty much all the companies, you can go in on a listening reports. I didn't know that. Where you can just go in there and you can just chill and they can go over their reports, how much money they made, all that stuff. I didn't know that, but apparently he was listening on one of their reports, and he pretty much said it wasn't too good. So I ain't finna play the video because I don't want to have it blasted in on my mic. But pretty much to summarize the video, Ubisoft maybe, yeah, I'm gonna say maybe, be shutting down in 2023, and they only are focusing on 3 main games. That's the Star Wars franchise, Assassin's Creed franchise, and the Avatar game that's supposed to come out. Because I was about to say that, but I was like, let me just save it for this. So right now they only focusing on 3 particular game franchise or just games in general. Now, for what he's saying is all the other games, because they supposed to make a pirate game or something like that.
Skull and Bones.
Yeah,
Bones, yeah.
that game has been pushed back for who know how long. He said he don't even know if they even gonna make that game anymore. But pretty much all the games that they was working on has either been canceled or pushed back indefinitely, and they don't know when they gonna do it. But he's saying from the reports, Ubisoft is not looking good. So
let me come in here for a little bit.
they go ahead.
I looked into this too, and I believe Skull and Crossbones is still gonna be made.
Okay.
Because one, they already put a lot into it, and two, the way that Sea of Thieves made money and stuff like that. It was like everybody like Sea of Thieves. Hell, I thought Sea of Thieves was fun. You know,
Right.
so there's money to be made there in that genre. So I think it'll be made. But Ubisoft, I think it's a better move for Ubisoft just to focus on a few games
Okay.
because like those few games that they got are money makers. You know, people love the Assassin's Creed franchise.
You ain't lying.
I can't remember the other two right now. It's just blanking on me.
Their main games are Assassin's Creed,
Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
the Far Cry series,
Far Cry, yep, which are bangers.
and the Division.
The business hit or miss,
Yeah, I
but
was gonna say hit or miss because they have not been
it's
pushing out no content.
it's still a good series. Isn't Watch Dogs a part of them too?
Right, but Watch Dogs, I don't consider Watch Dog has its problems. I don't consider it one of their biggest games. Like I'm looking at their stuff right now. Okay, I probably should have switched it up with Rainbow Six. They make Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six, yeah, because they still doing thing for Rainbow Six. What you
Mm-hmm.
call it?
Mm-hmm.
Siege.
Siege. Oh yeah, Siege constantly getting updates. It's like
Mm-hmm.
Right.
that's the big one.
Siege saving them. Let's be honest, because Siege in competitive play is like up there with COD now.
So here's the problem with Ubisoft. Now, what Randall said earlier that it was my favorite uh,
Studio.
company. Yo, right, and that's wrong. They just make some really good games that I like. I love the Assassin's Creed series. Assassin's Creed is probably my number one gaming series. I've played every one except for I think one, and that's because I was busy at the time and I always meant to go back and I haven't. That's I'm going to play it one day. So
Obviously,
here's
you
their
gonna say the
problem.
game?
It's a Assassin's Creed. No, I played some of it. I haven't beat it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Okay.
I had started on it and then I stopped. I need to go back. But I played every one since before then and since then. I haven't beat Valhalla. I need to go back. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to you about Assassin's Creed and the
So you
problem.
beat Unity?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
That hold on,
We don't
that
talk.
was that a diss dad or what?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't talk about Unity.
Talk about Unity, though.
We don't talk about Unity. Anyway, uh, so it's and this is about this going to end up with Assassin's Creed, the newest one, Mirage, and the reason why they're going back to how it used to be. So Assassin's Creed was one way. Assassin's Creed was a game where it was mainly stealthy. You go up, kill people, and then if you get in a fight, you just get in a fight and you fight. With how the games are now, with beginning maybe I want was it not Black Flag? It honestly really was at Origins, but at Origins they changed the combat style. When that combat style, you could still be stealthy, but you couldn't really be that stealthy. It turned a lot of the people who like the original Assassin's Creed style off, and they stopped playing it. But people started to feel better about it, and they started playing it more and more. They were like, okay, and it lasted all the way up to Valhalla. That's what we have with our current system. Now they talk about going back to how the original Assassin's Creed was, where you don't have this combat system, where you have light and heavy, where you had always had light and heavy attack, but you have
Yeah.
different weapons, and there's a blocking feature and a parry and all of this stuff. It ain't gonna be all of that. It's gonna be more simplistic how it was back in Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 in the XL series. And the problem with that is one, they was making Assassin's Creed every year. With them going back to this simplistic battle style, that means they're gonna be making Assassin's Creed every year again. The problem with making Assassin's Creed every year again was that it was becoming like COD. There was nothing really new. Like the story would be okay, but there was nothing new with the combat or anything like that. So you had a problem there.
That's
Then
a that's a problem. Like, I'm sorry, I guess that's a problem with any like yearly franchise though.
right.
That's a problem. You don't get a overhaul till about 2 or 3 years. That's the same for Madden. That's the same for 2K. You don't get a real overhaul for like 2 years or 3 years.
Right.
So
And
so
Ubisoft went in and saying that they didn't want that to happen no more. They wanted to there be incremental changes every time they bring out a game.
Hmm.
Okay. Next is they they thought they was doing things, but when you really look at Ubisoft lineup, these are Ubisoft games: Immortal Phoenix Rising, Just Dance, Rabbids Party, Class of Beast, Monopoly Madness, Wild Arena Survivors, Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is a game that people have been waiting for a long time, still has not been released. Uh, Prince of Persia remake, uh, Brawlhalla, For Honor, which is still a good game and getting updates. But
Which one?
you're
Which one? Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla is a decent game, but I don't know about For Honor.
For Honor. I used to love For Honor. For Honor was a great game,
Okay.
and they still do updates for it, just like Rainbow Six. But are y'all seeing what's going on now? They putting out a game and then they just trying to keep it alive, keep it alive. And what happened is for Honor, it came out good, but it didn't last that long. The Division, it came out good, but didn't last that long. But with Division, just like Division 1,
Now hold
all
on.
the updates came to it and made it good.
Now
The same thing happened with Division 2.
let
It
me
started Division 2 started off good, but it still needed the updates.
now let me stop you right there. Me and you both know. We both know why Division 2 is not is what is at right now. We both know why.
Wow.
Cause of Destiny. Division 2 dropped around the same time Forsaken dropped. And when Forsaken dropped, it was a done deal for Division 2. And Division 2 have not, and the DLCs that they did drop, the free ones, it was like maybe 4 or 5 missions and that's it. After that, boom. Cause me and you both stated, cause we were playing Division 2 heavy. We both stated if they was doing DLCs like Destiny was doing DLCs, Division 2 would have been probably. I would be probably playing Division 2 more. I'd be playing Destiny right now. But Ubisoft got too much going on.
The problem is, before he gets lost in everything with the Division series, is that they they didn't come out to update. They especially the first division, they came out the game halfway initially. All the good stuff didn't come to later till after the update. Same thing with the second division. It was the same thing. You didn't start getting all the good stuff until later,
Right.
and
Right.
that's a problem. Like you shouldn't have to wait to get all the good content for it. You know.
Right, and that's but that's is what Ubisoft has been doing now. That's what they have done with Rainbow Six Siege. Understandable, Rainbow Six Siege has blown up, and was, from my understanding, was pretty good when it first came out. But it's no longer keeping track with things like, because especially Valorant's out. Valorant has taken over the FPS esports genre for since it came out. So it's I don't like Valorant. I That's not my type of game. But no, slow shooters aren't my type of game. Period. So
I think you're underestimating Siege right now
I'm not,
because
because their player base is dwindling.
yeah, but like as far as in the esport though, like Siege is still up there though.
But Valorant's coming up, like the whole Valorant cycle right now is just going crazy. They done put over $1 million in it. They got the whole league set up. You know, that's supposed to be starting sometime soon, either the later end of this month or
No, I'm
beginning
not
of next month.
arguing your facts. Like the only thing I'll argue is that as far as esports is concerned, um, Siege is still up there.
Agreed,
So
but I don't know how long it's going to stay up there, especially.
they keep putting out that DLC, it'll stay there. And plus all the seasons they have and stuff like that. Like comp on Siege is good. Like the comp players for Siege, they know what they're doing.
Right, and you got to. I mean, to be good at that game. It's just Ubisoft has this idea of where we just gonna send out the game, and we're gonna hope the updates keep it alive. That's their
Yeah.
idea. That's not a good plan to have, and
That's
now
and
they're
that's my
paying for it.
and that's my fundamental problem with Siege. That is my fundamental problem with them is that they wait until the DLC come out. Well, just give us the game, or at least give us like the part. See, they give you the wrong part in the beginning, right? And then they add all this other stuff. Like Wildlands was one, a Tom Clancy game that was like that. I think it was made by Ubisoft also.
Yeah, they make all Tom Clancy's, I believe.
Yeah, Wildlands. When you first started playing Wildlands, I said, okay, I get the concept, and then like they completely overhauled it at one point. Completely overhauled it. It's like this is what the game should have been at the beginning, but that's what Ubisoft does. Like Ubisoft, they test out. It's like they have two. It's like they're arguing with each other. It's like they test out one part and say, okay, this didn't work. Let's just give them the other version that we really thought of. So
And that's a problem because the game
huge problem.
changes, and then when you have everybody hyped for the game, they didn't like it. And there are a lot of people who do not give the game a second chance after there been a big update.
And why would you?
Uh, right. And so that's the problem. Is that's why they're losing money. That's why they're not keeping people like they should. They bring out a poor product. They put in good DLCs, and they be like, okay, this is the game that we envisioned from the beginning. But why you didn't give us that at the beginning? And nobody wants to come back and eat that what could be a good sandwich, but nobody wants to eat it because they didn't had the crappy sandwich first.
Mm-hmm.
Until they stop that, and that's why they're focusing on these certain titles, because they're like, hey, as long as we focus on these, and these are big titles like Assassin's Creed, like I said, that's one of their top things. The
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars game, because it's the continuation of Star Wars. Can't remember, but it's Star Wars Survivors, and that game did pretty good. They're trying to do Avatar because of the hype for Avatar.
Right.
And then they need to, as Randall said earlier, they need to pull out Skull and Bones because people have been waiting for this game for years.
Mm-hmm.
But if they pull it out, it more than likely will be trash, and they're gonna have to do
And
what
they're
they've
gonna
done with
update
other
it.
games.
If
Right.
they're gonna wait till the update comes out, and it's like, look, it's completely different. But at that point, nobody cares.
Right.
What they gonna do is they gonna rush that pirate game, and then they gonna
How
pull.
can you rush something that's been in development for 10 years?
They're not gonna rush. They're gonna put it out unfinished. That's what they're gonna
Well,
do.
that's what I mean. But what they gonna do is they gonna pull an anthem or not anthem. I'm sorry. They gonna
God, we don't speak about that.
they gonna pull a Destiny because half the stuff DLC that we got in the game was supposed to be in the original game, but they were like,
You talking
no,
about for Destiny 1 or Destiny 2?
Destiny 1.
Okay.
Because the Taken King, for what people were saying, was supposed to be in the vanilla, but they were like, "No, we're gonna hold this back and put it in for content."
I'm
But
not sure if Taken King was supposed to, but it was supposed to be
it was like
everything
it was
from
like some parts of it.
all the way from Crota. So that was like 2 or 3 DLCs.
That was the Crota was second.
It was second.
Yeah.
So everything from Crota was supposed to be in the best game. Then they said no.
And that's probably what they're gonna do with the pirate game. They're gonna be like, all right, so people want it. Look, we ain't gonna put too much on it. We just gonna go ahead and get what we got, and then we gonna work on the stuff, but we gonna put that stuff for DLC. Just
So
to,
in other words, they're gonna do what they did for the Division. They're gonna do
Yeah.
what they did for Honor. They're gonna do what they did for all these games, and that's their problem, and that's why they have to stop.
right. Well, that's everybody to be honest with you.
But
And-
Ubisoft is notorious for it.
Nah, I'll say EA is notorious. EA be
What
Ubisoft.
game has EA brought out that's done that?
Microtransactions?
That is not microtransactions. We talking about DLC.
Oh, DLC.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'm about to say like,
never mind.
huh?
Never mind. No, I thought we were talking about microtransactions. I'm sorry. Never mind.
No. We talking about DLCs. That's what they do. They do DLCs. They do DLCs every year.
Yeah,
It's just that why wasn't this in the base game?
you right.
And we understand like it's a DLC, and not like there's a whole bunch of we going back to Siege. There's a whole bunch of operators, right?
Right.
But some of these operators that they thought of, they said they were like, "Oh, this was supposed to be in the base game, but then we were like, we were just going to wait to put it out." Well, why? You didn't give us a reason why. You just said you was. You just thought it'd be better to
Capitalism.
save it. Well, I mean, yeah, of course we know that, but
You know, at the end of the day, they want money, and
it is,
they
and
gon' they
that.
gonna
But
get
now
it.
but now it's hurting
Right
It's been hurting them, but they just don't listen. They're stubborn.
them. Right.
They are extremely stubborn when it comes to this.
now, I'm gonna get both y'all input on this, and then we gonna wrap it up. Dad, how you feel about Ubisoft and everything that's going on with it right now?
In my humble opinion, Ubisoft just shorten their catalog, in my opinion. Shorten their catalog, and just there has to be some sort of number to tell you that um, the way they're doing these DLC things is wrong. Because it is. It's just plain wrong, and it's a weird concept. Like because you they changed the core of the game. Like usually the core of the game like in the middle of its like at the tail end when people were not caring anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So just release the game one time and just stay 10 toes down. You know, improve what you can, but don't just change the core of it.
Mm.
So
Sound like I passed it right there. LJ, what you got? What you got for Ubisoft?
I mean, really, I have nothing for them. They got themselves into a situation. They're gonna have to get themselves out of it, and there's I say this, it's they kind of like that what's that company? The people making Starfield. Bethesda.
Bethesda.
Right.
that's
They kind of in like the same spot as Bethesda because if Mirage is not good, if that Avatar game is not good, if that Star Wars game is not good,
Now that
then
Star Wars
yes,
game gonna
they
be. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. That Star Wars game gonna be good.
it should be, but you never know.
You right.
I
You right.
you never
Unless it's
know.
like real short, and then it's just like how the other survivors or the first one. Then yeah, I can see.
But if those games do not do good for them, because at this point most people think Skull and Bones is a meme anyway, so it doesn't matter if that does good or not because you you can't keep it's been it's been in development for 10 years and it kept getting pushed back for 6. So it's 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 DOA in my opinion. But the other three,
Mm.
if those three do not come out good enough, or they're missing something, and they be like, hey, well, you gotta wait for these DLCs. UBC Ubisoft will be dead probably by 2025. I'm gonna give it. I don't think it's gonna be 2024. It might actually be 2025 though,
Okay.
or they be bought out by PlayStation or Microsoft.
I don't think Microsoft gonna pick it up. I think Xbox. I mean not Microsoft. Xbox. I said PC. I think PlayStation might get them.
PlayStation hold off on like it just hating on every acquisition place Xbox make. Everybody's scared to make acquisition. Um, whatever the word is. People are scared to buy out other companies now because of this, man. Because
Are you talking about because of the Xbox and
Activision,
Activision? Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's like Xbox came with you with a damn good deal, and you're like, nah, let's take it to court. And it's like, but you're going to get access. If you take this to court and lose, you're going to lose access. Nah, we'll still take you to court. So it's like, okay, like they just hating out there. So
I thought the FCA stopped that trade.
The government got into it.
yeah,
Yeah.
because PlayStation made a big fuss about it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, honestly, that's a good thing for Microsoft because of what's going on right now with Activision and Blizzard. It's not good. So
Yeah,
honestly,
they like a Ubisoft as well. Why they playing? Because if Xbox ain't come in and do what they doing, Activision and Blizzard could be on a side of bankruptcy, and they could be closing down by the end of 2025. Xbox ain't come in. So, but all they get, at the end of the day, it's sad to see the I call them the big three: Ubisoft, Activision, and EA. Them three, besides THQ, was running the early 2000s. Let's just keep that. Let's just
No,
keep
you're
that.
right.
Let's just keep that 100.
That's true. But now it's a new day and age,
Yeah,
and they have yet to come up with the times.
and it's sad to see those because those three run our childhood, especially THQ. THQ was killing on the GameCube, and I don't know what the heck happened to them.
Isn't THQ dead or not dead? But
It's dead.
It's yeah,
okay,
yeah, they gone. They
I
gone.
no, because I thought somebody had, or maybe they bought the rights. Because
They
I thought
did. They doing something with Ty the I forgot the boomerang thing, dude. They got something going on with the Switch, but the company themselves is dead if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're dead.
But it's just sad to see Ubisoft, EA, and Activision, like I said, the big three in gaming now are getting killed, demolished by indie games. That's literally how much was it? It Take Two. I think it was like $20-$30. I don't know. I got it for free. All I know is it was made from EA. But anyways, these indie games still are killing the big three, and to hear Activision Blizzard going bankrupt for the Xbox to have to help them out. Same thing with Ubisoft. Ubisoft on the break of closing its doors now, and you got like the biggest gaming franchise on the earth. You got Assassin's Creed. I'd be so surprised if they close doors and who gonna get Assassin's Creed?
PlayStation. Somebody.
You
PlayStation
think?
PlayStation will swoop up Assassin's Creed real quick.
Yeah.
You think so?
Oh,
Yeah, and
yeah.
they'll get the people who makes Dishonored to make Assassin's Creed.
Okay, I can see.
Or you
Actually,
might-
I can see
or
that.
so-
I can
or
see that
Sony-
though.
Sony San Diego get a whole
or
Assassin's
them.
Creed.
Yeah,
I can
that'd
see
probably
that.
be
I
good,
can see that because it kind of it's a bad comparison, but I'm gonna say it's kind of somewhat similar to it kind of on the verge of God of War, even though that's probably like the worst comparison I could say. But
That's a pretty bad
Yeah,
comparison,
but-
I'm gonna let you go with it.
but
I'll let you cook, but like,
it's-
you smell like you burning it though. But I'll let you cook.
it's somewhere on that, But all I'm saying is I can see it being a PlayStation exclusive game. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, man, it's just sad, man, to see the big three, 2 out of 3 of them come bankruptcy. I think EA getting there because they ain't the only.
He ain't not gonna get there because of
He ain't going nowhere.
microtransaction in the sports games. So
They don't got no sports games. They got FIFA gone.
no,
They don't- oh yeah, but you play Madden. Me and LJ don't play Madden.
I still say
you ain't got no sports game. And FIFA's not gone. What? Oh my god.
Well, FIFA. Well, the
It's just the name FIFA's gone.
you might as well
They're
say
still gonna have
FIFA.
soccer or football.
I mean, let's be real. Everybody play FIFA because of FIFA.
no, they don't.
A majority of people do. No, what matter? No, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
I'm gonna just sit back.
Hold on, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. That we gonna leave it up to the folks. When we make the TikToks, we gonna leave it up to the folks. We gonna make this. We gonna make this into an edit. Now, everybody who finna watch the TikTok, do y'all play FIFA for the name, or do you actually play FIFA for the game, for just the soccer game? Now, Dad, what you think? Do they play it for the name, or they play it for the actual game?
They play it for the soccer and to be able to use their teams.
Okay.
That's what they play it for.
So when FIFA takes all that and they got to make a game strictly by themselves, they still gonna have that player base?
Yeah, because I, I said this before to you, Randall. Okay, we talked about this before. Only thing they're losing is the World Cup. They still got licenses for all the teams.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
LJ, you ain't know that. Stop. You ain't know that.
You picked the fight with the guy who plays the sports games. You are.
All I'm saying is this though, man. The title on top. Anyway.
Oh God! Every time you're
Any-
losing a battle.
anyway.
Every time you're losing a battle.
Anyway,
straight
anyway, Dad, what's your closing remarks, Dad?
Um, Shout out to you guys. Great podcast today. Follow me on Dad Gamer.
Why you shake your head? Let Dad do his stuff.
Oh, because I'm still thinking about you and the Attack on Titan thing.
Look here, y'all know I had the troll. I'm not gonna even entertain you.
Let Dad finish.
That wasn't you trolling, okay? Let's be honest. You really did not know that FIFA.
To be honest with
I
you,
told you.
you did, but I have not kept up with that story. I'm just gonna keep it real.
It's not a story. It's over with. Like they're not gonna be called FIFA anymore. They're gonna be called Football 2023 or something like that, 2024 or something like that. They just lost the rights to the World Cup. That's all they lost.
Like I said, I still hold what I said.
Follow us on TikTok at 2 for 1 Special. Follow on YouTube and all that. And that's all I got right now, man. Randall just threw me off, and like I don't know why he's not listening. I don't know why you right on this one.
LJ, what you gotta say?
Don't pick a fight with the guy who plays the games.
Why you pointing at me? You supposed to be pointing at Dad.
I am pointing at Dad. It's on your screen that I'm not pointing at Dad because of how it's.
It is, yeah, okay.
Right. When they see it on my screen for the YouTube, I be pointing at Dad. You need to pick your fights. And when you lose, just lose. Don't go Attack on Titan. Best anime.
I mean, it won anime of the year
just
though.
Just take the L and move on.
It won anime of the year though.
Just. You AOT fans. We can't do nothing with y'all.
Can't do nothing. We can't take them nowhere.
No.
All I'm saying is, I'm not.
I swear, if you say AOT
I'm not
anime, I'm not coming to your apartment.
I'm not. You don't even know what I say.
I'll find it.
I'm not gonna even say it. I was supposed to give you the address anyways, but I'm not. I ain't gonna say Attack on Titan though. The big three: Ubisoft, EA, and Activision. 2 out of 3 of them are going bankrupt. One is potentially maybe shutting down. What? Ubisoft not shutting down?
I think you're talking about EA because I was like,
oh no,
EA. I'm like,
no. I know EA. No, EA ain't shutting down. No, EA ain't not even bankrupt. No, I'm talking about Ubisoft. Ubisoft, the dude talking about they on the verge of actually.
I apologize.
Yeah, nah. Ubisoft is actually on the verge of shutting down. Like we may like if they don't, like LJ say, if these games don't hit, I know for a fact Star Wars is gonna hit. I know for a fact.
It's time to put up or shut up at this point.
Yeah, because he literally said like they need these games to hit, but Ubisoft may not be in our future in the next 2 to 3 years. This may be potentially our last Assassin's Creed. Who knows? Like LJ say, PlayStation may pick it up. Which like I said, I can see it be the exclusive to PlayStation. But go ahead.
I was gonna say just be the last Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. So if the games,
that's how they gonna save money. Is they
right.
gonna start be like, okay, who wants this? And they be like, oh, okay,
right. But like LJ said, I think PlayStation need to pick it up regardless. But that's just me. But Ubisoft may potentially be gone if the games don't hit. I think because how many Assassin's Creed games they gonna make this year? I know 2.
It's just supposed to be it's let's just say really 1. That second one is. I got concerns about that second one.
Well, it's actually 3. Cause
it's 3, but one's not coming out until 2025.
5. Yeah.
Right.
Is that the hype one? The hype.
Mirage is supposed to be the one that's everybody's waiting for.
Yeah. The other one is like the I don't know. They talking about some brand
It's
new.
I think it's like a. I have to look into it more, but I think it's
I
supposed to
don't
be
know.
like
Is that one? They did like a special thing for them. I don't know.
right.
But
It's
but
different.
like I said, Ubisoft may not be here in the next few years, and I more than likely I wouldn't be surprised if PlayStation pick up the rights for Assassin's Creed. Star Wars, on the other hand, I see EA picking that up because they got something going on with Star Wars because they got their own open world Star Wars game coming out. So I can see EA picking up that Star Wars franchise. Division, I can see Epic Game Store pick that up, and Watch Dogs ain't nobody doing nothing with Watch Dogs. Far Cry, anybody can pick that up. I think that's like an Epic because Epic got something going on with Far Cry anyways. So I think Epic will pick that up if something happened to Ubisoft, and that's all. That's all the games I know for Rainbow Six Siege. I think
You
Epic,
have the rabbits and Just Dance too.
but Nintendo gonna easily just take that.
Uh,
Nintendo
yeah.
was
You
Nintendo was
know
good.
Nintendo gonna take that without a
I'm just
heartbeat.
messing around.
Oh,
Those aren't games
yeah,
anybody would take seriously.
but I think Siege either Steam will pick that up or Epic may pick that up or Xbox may pick that up. It looks like an Xbox game to me, but who only time will tell. But the big three was what's ruling. Well, the big four, one of them died, but was ruling over the gaming industry in the early 2000s now are literally getting manhandled by small indie games. Even free games at that are killing these big AAA games. So everybody out there, man, y'all just cross your fingers and hope these games good because they increasing the price from $69 to $79. I'm like, what the hell? So we just gotta see, man. But other than that, man, like Dad said, man, y'all follow TikToks, y'all follow the YouTubes. Also follow Dad Twitch. He gonna be streaming soon. Follow his
Mm-hmm.
TikTok. It's all in the description. I'm pretty much somewhat getting at to start streaming my own self, but I still got a lot of stuff going on with the apartment and all the other stuff behind the scenes. But eventually I'm gonna stream. I don't know when though. But y'all already know, man. Y'all go ahead and follow the OG himself, man. But other than that, man, hopefully I enjoyed this episode. Hopefully y'all enjoy us. Hopefully y'all appreciate our episodes. And like I said, we're gonna keep on pushing it. And if we keep on seeing the numbers go up on the YouTube, we might do it weekly. Who knows? It's up to the fellas. So y'all just keep on pushing it. So far y'all liking it. Hopefully y'all enjoy us. Hopefully y'all enjoy our conversation. And like I said, man, we catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
Peace.